Hi everyone, how you doing today? Before I get the video started, I just wanted to let everybody know I've been normally uploading videos every week since I started my YouTube channel, but trying to do that schedule and get things done around the house has been a little hard to do lately. So from going forward, we're going to upload every 2 weeks to a month, depending on what projects we have going on. If it's a simple project, we'll do every other week. If it's a larger one, I'll take my time and try to put everything into one video so it's not multiple little ones broke up everywhere. That being said, we are in the van again. Unfortunately, the meat has broke to the level of not worth repairing at this time. So we've been working on the van, getting it into daily status. We did the front brakes, pads, rotors, and calipers, as you saw real briefly in the van build plan video we put out. This weekend, I'm heading over to Tony's again since he has his lift. We're going to do the rear brakes, calipers, pads, and rotors again. I'm also going to attempt to do a diff service on the front and rear differentials and do the fluid in the transfer case and an oil change on the van. I do want to look and see if there is a brake controller connector under the dash for this van where I can wire that in as well. Just because towing a trailer with vehicles on it or going on rescues with the bearded wrencher or anything, it would be nice to have my trailer brakes functioning again. I did take a load of scrap in yesterday. It was about 3,000 pounds, and it was a little bit taxing on the front brakes alone since the rear brakes aren't really doing anything due to the pads being also non-existent now and the rotors being glazed. So we're gonna go grab something to drink, coffee for me and a Pepsi for Tony, and run to the auto parts store, grab our brakes and fluids, and head over there, and I'll show you what we're gonna be looking at. Well, the rear rotors are not as bad as the fronts. They are still heavily glazed on the front and the back side, and we've actually got some pad life left, but I'm pretty sure the calipers are part of our issue. So just gonna replace them all anyway, just to be safe. Good news, the shock is bad. I can push up on the axle and it just makes squishy noises. Oh, and that bump stop is good. All right, so good news. We got the calipers, pads, and rotors on the driver's side, as well as the passenger side. This caliper, well, that caliper has been replaced. I'm just replacing them all. If I'm already in here doing the work, I might as well just get done with it and replace everything so I don't have to mess with it for a while. The shock on this side also looks great. Very, very rusty. And the bump stop looks a little better. Zoom back out again. So I'll get the brake line disconnected from this caliper, get it onto this one, and then do the same on the other side. I do have to cut the parking brake cables because being in Michigan, you never want to trust the parking brake cable on a, how many years old is this? It's a 09, so 10 is 1 year less. It's 2023, 2024. So let's say 24 minus that math, it's like 15 years old. So, yeah, I don't trust 15-year-old parking brake cables to function correctly. The shock on this side, however, has a nice hole in it. Zoom in there, right there. Surprised it's not leaking fluid out. Was going to do a diff service on the rear today, but these bolts don't really look like they're bolts anymore. I do have a pinion cover or cover like this from the Suburban. It's identical, so it'll fit. Let's see, get under here. The transfer case is leaking a little bit, but not horribly. I do got to make, or it looks like it's mostly just dripping out of the fill plug and the drain plug, so maybe some pipe dope on there. That'll take care of that problem. Try to see if I can't service that. Got the oil change to do on it. And the front diff looks to be a little more fun to drain the fluid out of, and it does have a slight leak, probably because the drain plug is also leaking. I'm still waiting on the power steering pump reservoir to show up that I ordered a while ago. Those are tight. That's still tight. It's wet, but we're good. So that's a reman caliper, even with the other one is also reman, but it says GM on that one. But yeah, so the good news is that's actually not wet from brake fluid. It doesn't leak any brake fluid. It's just residual from the last time. Oh, then I gotta work on the bumper next because that's bent and hitting the tire. I do have a semi bumper I might put on this. Although Move Bumpers now has a kit you can buy for this van. I just don't really want to spend the money on it, if you know what I mean. It's a good van, but you know, $600 for a front bumper that you got to weld together yourself just doesn't sound like a fun time, especially when I can't weld. Tony can, but I already feel like I'm abusing the privilege of using his garage all the time. Yeah, let's not poke that. That might be a problem. That is a little squishy. Awesome. Just what I wanted to find out today. Oh, man. Thankfully, Tony has a nice extractor set. Thanks, Tony.
Yeah, you'll have to get a good look at that bolt head.
It's tasty.
Snacks.
I like chips. All right, now the fun part. Let's see what the diff fluid looks like. All right, well, good news is, looks like the diff was serviced at one point in this van's life. There's not a crazy amount of metal on the magnets, which is nice. The fluid was a little dark, but could have definitely been worse. So we're gonna run to the auto parts store because they gave me transmission fluid and not diff fluid. Silly people. All right, well, good news. We got the transfer case draining, got all that out. Fluid looks like it might have had been serviced at one point. I poked at that hole that was in the cross member a little bit. Not a good idea, but at least we figured out how much rust is in there. Luckily, Tony can weld, so we'll cut the bad stuff out, weld some plate in. Should be good to go. Got the rear diff cover off the Suburban on here. Got it sealed up and let it get cure. Gonna top off the transfer case with fluid, do the front diff, oil change, and then we'll come back to the back and get that all filled. All right, so we got the transfer case drained, and now we're gonna work on the front axle. Gonna get the fill plug out up there first, then pull the drain plug out. Luckily, these are just a normal bolt head on them with O-rings to seal them. Get those off, get it drained, refilled, and then drain the engine oil while we're waiting for the rear diff to tack up and seal before we add fluid. All right, front diff is serviced and new fluid is put in. It took about 1.25 quarts of fluid till it started leaking out of the drain plug, so that's good. Tony filled up the transfer case with GM original fluid. And I'm gonna check this drain pan here now, or drain bucket. See how much fluid, or what's in here. Because, yeah, I should have enough room to get a engine oil into. So yeah, we'll drain the engine oil and put a new filter on it. We will top off the rear diff, drop the van lower to the ground to do the bleeding of the brakes, and should be good to go. Well, got the drain plug pulled out, draining the engine oil. I can honestly say I've never changed the oil on this van since I bought it 3 months ago or 4 months ago. It wasn't very dark when I bought it, didn't smell bad, and it was at the full line, so I've just been running it. I can say that my decision might not have been smart, but at this point, there was no metal on the drain plug. It might be missing the magnetic piece. Yep, it's not magnetic, so we'll just call that okay. But yeah, get that draining the rest of the way out. I will pull the filter, fill this thing, or put the stuff back in, and then fill the diff, lower it down, and top off the engine oil. So rear diff is full now. I'm gonna paint that like a smiley face, probably, so it can be cool. We're gonna lower this thing down, put oil in the engine, and bleed these rear brakes. Well, good news, the van's driving great. Brakes are good. I left Tony's and noticed the pedal was a little squishy, so I rebled the brakes real quick, and they seem to be working fine. So we got the brakes done today, we got the diff service done, or diff services done, and the transfer case done, and the engine oil as well. The transmission fluid is perfect, so we're good there, don't need to worry about that. And hopefully here in a couple days we have the new rear shocks in. I went to order them today, but we missed the cutoff on them, so we weren't able to get them. But a couple more days, I'll get those thrown on, and we should be good to haul a trailer over to Triumph by Error again. So thanks for watching the video. Once again, just want to let you know, be about every other week we'll be putting out a video, possibly every month, depending on what we got going on. But stay tuned to YouTube. I'll be putting up status updates and things like that for you guys, so you can check it out. Thank you very much, and have a good one.